And I love the next question, which is, how is a career path different from a job? Or how, really frankly, how is a career different than a job? I have to say that there is a quote from Chris Rock, the comedian. He said, when you have a job, you're just counting down minute by minute, on the clock at work. But when you have a career, there isn't enough time in the day to work on a career. Obviously, that may be a little exaggeration, but I'm going to go to you, Michael, to help us understand what the difference is between a career and the job.
Yeah, I think the simple difference between a career or a career path and a job is just looking at today, and a career is looking at today and tomorrow and the day after tomorrow, right? You're thinking about what's ahead. And it's so easy to fall into the job, especially if it's a job that you love. And now sometimes a job that you love has a career path that's laid out that's fairly clear and it's easy for you to follow. That's unfortunately happening less and less in the world. And so you need to be thinking about what is next. And what's next might be just staying in this job and being better at it. That's okay. But you need to think kind of in different horizons. And you need to be putting probably most of your energy into what you're doing right now and doing successfully. You need to be putting maybe that 70%, let's say, put 10% of your energy into how would you do the next job? What's the next in the obvious step here? What's just more of this job or better? Not just doing it well today, but doing it even better, expanding it or changing it. And then maybe 10% of, what's the whole different thing that I could be doing? What's the wildly different step? How can I explore and find out about that? How can I talk to people and say, what can a person who's doing this job today do the day after tomorrow? And so keep that kind of 3 horizons in mind, and I think you have a career path as opposed to just a job. Mark, what do you think?
Yeah, so what happens in my mind is I think, look, a job doesn't necessarily have prospects. A career has prospects, which means that a career should have a wider view in front of you. As Michael was saying, it's got the next day and the day after that for new possibilities to happen. But on the whole, some but not all jobs are going to have a similarity day after day after day. There's stuff that needs doing. Michael, as you have to say, jobs to be done. And so there's a completion of the day and I did the job, and what's my prospect for tomorrow? Well, more of the same, and nothing wrong with that because these jobs can lead you on in your prospective career and lead you on to the next new horizon, a new horizon, a new horizon. So never ever worry about doing a great job, because being good and great at that job will help you through your career. Yeah, there can often be some worry with being too good at that job, and therefore the career, the people who are the gatekeepers to the career will not open the gates because you're too valuable in that job. And we could talk at length around how if you're too good at your job or you haven't worked out your succession plan for an organization for how you get somebody into your job so you can move on to the next job and the next vista of your career, you can get very stuck in that. Not only because it feels good to be good at your job, but it feels great for the organization to have somebody very stable and good at that job. So look, there's my answer to that one. Hope it's helpful. Faye, what do you think?
I love it. Thank you so much for your answers. Again, we love all of your questions and we want more of them. Please send them to michaelleckie.com/ask.